Well, hello. Today we've got quite an interesting project on. We've got a Hornby 1937 Princess Elizabeth, which has got loose wheels. I'm not an expert on these, but I thought we would have a look and see if I can repair it for a pal. Here's the locomotive here, and a very impressive loco it is too. Comes in a plywood box and it weighs a significant amount. And I'll take the loco out and we'll put it there. Never taken one of these apart before, so I'm not quite sure yet exactly how it's all going to go. But we'll give it a go and see what's what. A very impressive locomotive, weighs an absolute ton. It's had some work done to it in the past, I can see, but two of the driving wheels are loose, that one, and to a lesser extent that one. So we're going to have to see what we can do with that. It's a 20 volt locomotive, so actually testing it is also going to be quite interesting. Right, I'm going to find out how this comes apart now. I think it's important to remove the body so that the body doesn't get scratched, and just work on the chassis bit. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. There's a nut on the back there. Hornby used a lot of BA size nuts, so let's just see if this 2BA spanner, oh yeah, that's a good fit. So that's one of the driving wheels off there. Yeah, there's nothing actually to hold that on, and there's quite a bit of play in that. Let's just remove that a minute. Oh yeah, okay, so there is a spline on there. But it is quite worn off. And as for the other one, the spline is slightly better, but only slightly. Okay, well, we'll clean up the components and then we'll think what we're going to do. Okay, I think we're going to have to take the axle out completely. Got it's a nice spline. You can see there, one side has got a really nice spline, the other side hasn't. Because it's obviously been running round and it's taken off the splines. We might be able to do something with it. I think it's worth a go. If it doesn't work, then I think we'll try and get a new axle for it. But let's just see if we can do something with it. Okay, we're going to just put some little washers on there, just to, because I don't want the wheel to go on any further than absolutely necessary. So, I've got that in the vise. Let's tighten that up a little. So I've countersunk that, and that will now hopefully take a countersunk Allen bolt which will hold it in place. Yeah, I think that's going to do the job. It needs to go flush. Anything? Okay, well, we found that unfortunately one of the wheels, not one of the wheels that was loose, but one of the other wheels has got slight cracks in the boss and also on the face of the wheel there. So I don't want to put this wheel under too much pressure. I think we will have to make something up that doesn't rely on it being a tight fit. So I think that will require perhaps a new axle. The other wheel we managed to fix on with a countersunk Allen bolt. And that seems to have worked okay. Okay, well, we've tapped this small bar, and now we're going to part it off in the lathe to make some little collars to all the coupling rods on. Okay, well, tapped and parted off. Those look much better than the original nuts that the Loco came with, so I think we will produce some more of those. Right, well, the reason why we've got a problem is that two of the axles, the splines, have worn off. We're not quite sure, I don't know if you can see that there. That's the good end, the spline's still intact. But that end, the splines have been worn off. Not quite clear why that is. There's a slight bend in one of the axles on the good side, so it may be that that's caused some sort of imbalance. But anyway, what we've been able to do is Chris Ford manufactures spare axles, new axles. So what we're going to do is try and fit a couple of these to the damaged positions. I'm going to actually drill these out and bolt them, probably with an Allen bolt, to make sure that they are as rigid as I can get them. So that's our next job. Okay, we'll just change that over to a plug tap, put a bit of fluid on and gently continue creating a thread. Okay, well, I've decided that we need a bit more end float on the axle, so I've just made that little sleeve to fit on there, which should pass through, which it does. So that's that will allow that to have a bit more end float on the leading wheel. Okay, so we've countersunk the wheels, so we're going to put one of these little okay, so we've countersunk the wheels and we're going to put one of these little bolts in to hold the wheel in place. And we're going to put a little bit of Loctite on that. Okay, we're just going to polish up some of the brassware. These are the little safety valves off the model safety valves. I've made this mandrel just to hold them, and hopefully that will just tighten in there. Okay, well, we've got that back together now. We've replaced the piece of wire around there. Replaced the piece of wire with a circlip, which hopefully will hold it. There's quite a bit of play in these, but I think they look better than the nuts that were on them originally. That one just needs a little bit more of a tighten up. Okay, that's got that tight. That one's tight. Got the bogies back on. Wheels seem to revolve okay. They're not catching anything, so that's that. We've polished the safety valves and the whistle. They look a lot better. Generally, I'm thinking it's looking quite good.